So if you haven't already, please make sure you subscribe to the channel. Now, firstly, this is the new way to make 100K a month in 2026. We are going to call it the 4R method. I'm going to add something in at the end, which is the best part, which is a long action play called the turbo effect, if you want to create generational wealth. So make sure you stay along to see this at the end, because it's probably the highest impact thing. Now, you'll notice there is a big red arrow with my wonderful Picasso-like drawing here. And the reason for this is it works like a flywheel where everything works in sequence. So the first thing we'll talk about with this is relevance. Facebook ads, content, everything in the world right now is working on how relevant things are. You have to obsess less over views, but more over who is watching your video and how relevant it is in front of them. So if we look at how you can think about relevance in terms of your content creation, so you get the dream client you always want, you want to focus on using AI very heavily to do this. Now, what would be a technical way to do this? If you took all the sales calls you've ever had, or as many as you can get, you run them through AI, you ask it to give you the top 10 biggest pain points that keep them up at night that they would only tell their therapist, those are the things you want to be using in terms of your content. Now, the second part of this is here. I've got here's ICP, so ideal client profile, ICA, ideal client avatar. Who is your ICP? Who is your dream client? And what you want to then do is get this person to do what's called an ocean, it looks like an ocean personality test. And what we do is we put these two things together, the transcripts and the data and the personality test, and you create something very special, propaganda. Propaganda is marketing designed to manipulate people. And essentially we do this with relevance, and we make it super specific in terms of all your marketing, just like I'm doing this video, because we are targeting people who are looking to get to $100,000 a month. This video is relevant. It will also then get reach because we are going to put this onto YouTube. We will push this on email. We will run this through our Instagram. We'll push this in follow-up sequences. So this is the first part of the jigsaw puzzle that we have to get sequentially right. And sequentially, for simple terms, means doing things in the right sequence. The second thing is we need to get traffic and reach. Now, the easiest way to get reach in 2026 is going to be doing this. Ads with a $sign. Now, if you are good at business, you will understand it's simple math. If I can put in $1 and then I do this, I get 3 or ideally 4 plus back. What do you think you do? You just increase dollars in the front end, and then you have a cash machine. And essentially this is where you no longer have a reach problem in your business, because you can just blast ad traffic into the meta universe. And guess what? You then create the second part of the jigsaw puzzle, which is omnipresence. I currently have 2,000 to 3,000 video editors clipping content of me all over the internet right now, on top of the paid advertising. So as soon as people come into our funnel, we will then retarget them with the ads, and eventually they end up becoming a client, and you just track the data. So obviously this thing is profitable. Now, why is it important to just do this rather than just like posting content and hoping it goes viral? Hope is not the best strategy to grow your business. The algorithm is inconsistent, whereas I can force the algorithm by putting dollars in to get the exact result I want. And also, more importantly, I can target the exact person I want. Now, with this content you're putting out, why we have to do the relevance first, we have to make sure that in the videos and the content we are going to be putting out, that it has the exact terminology that our clients would use, that we're wearing clothing that's going to like appeal to our clients, that it's the exact thing that's going to get put in front of the right person. Because if you're not doing that, you're going to end up with the wrong people coming through to your funnel, and essentially the whole ecosystem's not going to work. So if you get the relevance right, and then you can get reach, we're then into the next part of the game, which is an interesting kind of dichotomy to go into. So we're going to go from reach all the way over to reputation. Now, why is reputation important? And this is actually an interesting thing, is people talk about skepticism as an all-time high. And a good friend of mine and former mentor is a guy called Craig Ballantyne. If you watch this video, drop in the comments below Craig. Also, everyone go and follow him, he's a great guy. His books are very good. He talks about, like, people think of skepticism now. Craig's been in the game a while, he won't mind me saying this. In the 2000s, or early 2000s, people were afraid to spend money with their credit card online. People aren't afraid to do that anymore. So skepticism isn't at an all-time high. That's kind of an exaggeration. But one of the biggest things that's going to compound for you after you got relevance and you got reach is your reputation. What is the biggest thing that's going to allow you to basically build a great reputation? So here's something that I kind of live by, if I can draw it correctly, which is going to be proof over promises. So a big way to kind of frame this sometimes it's not what you say, it's what you can prove. Like, this isn't my mum's basement I'm filming this video in. Like, I clearly have made some money online. You can look back through the last thousands of videos we have all over the internet. Like, this isn't my first rodeo. So proof over promises. We've helped 1,200 trainers scale their business. I started the whole video with this kind of thing. Second thing is, in terms of reputation, it's going to be results. If you get better results than all your competitors, what happens? Your business grows. All your clients and competitors come to us. That's why we have a lot of people who've been on 1 mentorship, 2 mentorships, 3 mentorships, and they all come to us. They're almost like feeder clubs to us. Why? Because our results far exceed anyone else. Why? Because I've actually done the thing myself. Secondly, I actually enjoy what I do. And 3, I just go all in on every single day because I'm phenomenally consistent. We turn up every day. We post probably 6 long form videos a week. Most people can't even do 1. It's not that difficult to make these videos. And if they say it's difficult, they just don't have the right system to do it, and therefore shouldn't be teaching you. Again, do your research on people. And lastly, it's long form. Now, proof of a promise is we're filming a long form video talking about this, and consistency and results. So the reality is, why is long form important for your reputation? Google has something called the 7-hour rule, where people will generally watch around 7 hours of content before making a buying decision. So you having reels dancing around like a dickhead, people aren't necessarily going to buy into that because there's not a lot of personal value in it. And actually, we had a guy who came and signed up with us recently who's crushing it now. And I won't say who it was, but he's like, I don't want to go and work with this person because I don't want to dance around like a fool on Instagram. Our job is to actually create you a business where you're not a performing monkey, but you actually have a system that comes through and you can help people, educate them, and be the inspirational character that people need, not a performing monkey all over Instagram and TikTok, because I think the days of that are kind of over and done with. So reputation is one of the big things that's going to kind of compound for you. And that's also going to come on to the turbo effect of what I'm going to talk about. If you want to make wealth for the rest of your life, this thing I'm going to talk about. Now, the fourth part of this, we talked about relevance, reach, reputation, and revenue, is very, very simple. A great example of this is a client of ours, Bernard. I'll put a screenshot on screen of him right now. He came to us, he was making $35,000 a month. He then went to $120,000 a month in 4 weeks. Why? Number 1, data. We got him to track his numbers, saw what was going wrong, got him to increase certain outputs, and hey presto, business increased. Second thing we did is improve the offer of the price point. A good example of a client who is crushing it now, who improved his offer is, shout out his name, if anyone wants to look him up online. So his name's Chris Mooton. I can probably put a screenshot on screen right now of this as well. So he came to us, was making 5K a month. He's just done 50K a month, and we've still got a few days left of this month, and that's in like 6 months. He's also now selling $10,000 coaching programs to one person. Why? Because he's improved his offer and improved his basically product suite of what he does. The last big superpower is financing. So we now have a financing system that we use with our clients, and also anyone who wants to become a client with us, that allows you to essentially, if you are running paid ads, you can get these dollars back into the front end of the machine quicker, which means you can scale more aggressively, so the flywheel moves faster. And this financing essentially means that a client can pay over 12 months, but you get paid day 1, which is ideal for cash flow. Businesses basically grow based upon cash flow. Now, these are the 4 sequences in terms of relevance, reach, reputation, and revenue.
If you enjoyed this clip and you're a business owner, content creator, or coach, and you want help in terms of exactly how to scale your business to the next level using ads, AI, VSLs, setters, and building teams to basically monetize your business and monetize your knowledge, but without you having to press all the buttons, it's never been easier than before. What we can do is we can walk through the whole process in terms of how we're doing this over and over and over again with content creators, with business owners. If you hit the link at the bottom of this video, you can book a call with us and the team. We can audit your whole business, show you where the bottlenecks are, and show you exactly how we can scale. And if we think you're a good fit to work with us, we can show you what that looks like too.